Hello everybody and welcome back to FZM Studio. It's been 2 years and God knows how many months, but it's good to be back in the studio. I'm here with the brand new iPhone 14 Pro Max, and in today's video it's a speed test between the new iPhone 14 Pro Max and the special edition Razer phone. Now, for those who are unfamiliar, the Razer phone originally came out in November of 2017. It featured next-gen hardware such as a 120Hz display, Dolby Atmos front-facing speakers which are built in at the top and bottom of the phone as you can see, and together with 8 gigs of RAM, it was made for gamers in mind. It had next-gen hardware for its time, and Razer created something very unique in its design that still holds up today in my opinion. Only 1,000 units were made of the special edition which you see here. Razer smartphone division has unfortunately closed since then, but the company itself is still active and very popular amongst gamers. So 5 years later, can the Razer phone still perform against the iPhone 14 Pro Max? Let's get into it. So I'll run several new apps and compare the launch times. Let's go. Right, let's kick things off. First app, YouTube. Ooh, very fast between both phones. Milliseconds in that, milliseconds. Right, next up, let's go into the next app, Tesla. Again, quick between both phones, Apple just ahead. Has to be said. Right, let's move off the Tesla app. Next app to test, let's go into Google Earth. Apple quicker here. Just a little bit of a delay on the Razer phone. Okay, let's try the next app, Xbox Game Pass app. And the iPhone ahead. Right, moving on. Let's go into the next app. Let's go to Snapchat. Pretty much equal on both phones. Let you guys be the judge. Next up, Reddit. Milliseconds in that. iPhone just ahead. Shazam. Equal. Again, you guys can be the judge. Next up, let's go to PS app. iPhone loading up quicker. Okay. Next up, let's go into Twitch. Milliseconds in that. Spotify. Just ahead again on the iPhone. It's very close from the Razer phone, I'm impressed. A 5-year-old Android phone. So first game, this is where the CPU will be tested. Loading screen quicker on the iPhone. Okay, we've got a little notification here, that might lag it behind us slightly. I'd give that to the iPhone. If it wasn't for that notification, we probably would have gotten quicker. But again, not bad by the Razer phone at all. We're looking at a 5-year-old smartphone, so I'm impressed. Temple Run 2, here's where we're going to find the differences. iPhone ahead. Expectedly. Few seconds, just a second or so behind on the Razer phone. So what we'll do is we'll get the game started on the iPhone just to keep the game in memory, and we'll do that also for the Razer phone. Right, moving on, let's go to the next app. Let's go into Angry Birds 2. Another good app to test the loading times of both phones. And we can see the iPhone loading up Angry Birds 2 quicker. Razer phone just a second or so behind. So let's just get the game in memory once again by starting off the game on both phones, and then we'll come back to them to see how well they're held in memory. Right, let's move off Angry Birds 2. Moving on, let's go into Call of Duty Mobile. Another intensive app for the CPU. Let's see how well both phones load. iPhone ahead, you can see by the loading bar, and we are in. So, as has been the theme, Razer phone just behind, but still impressive considering the time. It's been released 5 years now, still holding up with iPhone. So let's go into another app, Game Loft's Asphalt 9. yes, as you can see, iPhone coming up just ahead. So we can end it with one final game, fan favourite, Subway Surfers, and yeah, let's get the game running. iPhone ahead, a little bit more quicker on the iPhone here, and just the same thing for the Razer phone. Excellent. Okay, next up the RAM management test. Let's see how well the apps have been held in memory, and we're gonna whiz through this. Let's go. Now this is where I usually test the fingerprint sensor's response times. However, Apple hasn't got Touch ID, as you guys are well aware of, on any other iPhones for a very long time, despite Touch ID being a feature on MacBook Air and Pro models as well as their new iPads. It is unusual not to see it here. Hopefully it'll be back next year. Both devices do have their power button mounted on the right hand side, and here's where Razer phone has their fingerprint sensor. It's convenient, nice to use, and still quick by today's standard. Okay, let's finally boot up both phones and we'll see which one comes out the fastest here. And 3, 2, 1, go. No disputing that winner. So, let me know in the comments below what you thought about this matchup, a 5-year-old Android smartphone versus the new iPhone 14 Pro Max. And yeah, I thought I'd warm up my channel with something kinda unique after my long absence. Now, expect to see much more of the iPhone 14 Pro Max here at my studio. There's a lot of new content coming up, I'm not going anywhere, I'll be sticking around a little longer. And yeah, on a personal note, it's really nice to be back after a very long time away. So, thanks so much for watching guys and showing your support. Keep it coming. Smash that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And as always guys, hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload. And I'll catch you guys all on the next one.